Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 1, episodes 48 to 52. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 1, episode 48, Holy Matrimony. And yeah, this episode is balls to the walls insanity. Okay, so Ash, Brock, and Misty come across a poster that looks like James. Well, it's because that is James when he was a boy. For it turns out he is actually the son of rich billionaires, and he didn't like the lifestyle, so he ran away. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, you pretty much feel sorry for James 100% of the episode. Jessie and Meowth to try and coax him into inheriting the money after he finds that his quote-unquote parents died, only to find out that was a trap to lure James back home to marry his fiancée. And yeah, his fiancée, Jezebel, looks exactly like Jessie. Even sounds the same. And yeah, if you think James's parents are nuts, his fiancée is actually even more insane. Like, she wants to whip him into becoming a gentleman. If that doesn't sound disturbing, I don't know what will. I mean, poor James, he gets pretty much just tortured, both mentally and physically. And Ash, Brock, and Misty get caught in the middle of it. It's just absolute insanity. But I do like James's childhood friendship with his Growlithe, who unfortunately can't bring along with him. To be honest, missed opportunity. I mean, imagine that Growlithe helping James throughout the many adventures in the show. But sadly, he can't bring the poor Pokemon with him. So yeah, overall, this episode pretty insane, but in a good way. And yeah, this is one of the few times I feel bad for James. He's he's my favorite of the three, and he probably has the saddest and the most craziest backstory in the series. So yeah, great episode. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 1, Episode 49, So Near, So Farfetch'd. Now we've gone from a good episode to an atrocious episode. And by atrocious, I mean a big... yeah, it's pretty bad. So, Ash, Brock, and Misty find themselves in the woods, thinking they can find a rare Farfetch'd. Misty comes across one, bumps into a kid, and thinks that she accidentally took his backpack. It turns out this kid, not only is this Farfetch'd's trainer, he's a thief. He steals Pokemon. And supplies. And this is how you start introducing a new character. And Misty isn't his only victim. Team Rocket falls for this too. And for once, I actually feel bad for Team Rocket, because this kid is an awful human being. And I don't care what sympathetic backstory you give him. I don't care he's a terrible trainer. He's a terrible person, period. He's done this to multiple people. Even Officer Jenny sees him as a criminal. And at the end of the episode, what do? They let him walk away with no repercussions. He doesn't even get arrested. Oh, you must be thinking, well, he's just a child. No. There's an old saying in the real world, and I wish was adapted into this cartoon. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime! Stealing, animal cruelty, and pretty much just fever overall is against the law. That's right, kids. Stealing is okay, and walking away gets you no repercussions whatsoever. No, this is a terrible lesson to children growing up, thinking that this is okay. No. Actions have consequences, and this kid needs to be locked up. I do not care this is a cartoon, I need to be realistic. This is meant to be teaching children that stealing that is okay. It's not. This is a stupid lesson. That kid should be locked up, period. And damn, poor Team Rocket. They not get swindled not once, but twice. Hell, even Meowth brings us up in a pretty good fourth wall joke. We got double dosed in one episode. But overall, this episode is a terrible lesson to give to children. Just skip this one entirely. Just screw this episode. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 1, Episode 50, Who Gets to Keep Togepi? This episode was okay. I'll get over the good stuff. Togepi, in its very first official appearance, is damn adorable. And its connection to Misty is one of the sweetest things ever. And this is the only Pokemon that Misty has that is not a water type. I like that rarity, and it's sweet that this Pokemon stays with the characters throughout the series. And in a very future episode, gets pretty much a very heartbreaking goodbye. I'll get to that episode in a very long while. I'll get to that. But overall, Togepi's first appearance in the series is a pretty good one. And I like that Meowth looking after it is not only kinda weird, but also really funny at the same time. What I really don't like about this episode is the second half. So Togepi evolves, and they wonder who gets to keep Togepi, hence the title of this episode. Well, it's pretty obvious. Ash should keep it because he's the one who had the egg. Naturally, Brock should keep it because he's the one who raised it. Naturally, Team Rocket should keep it because they looked after it. No, you didn't. You only looked after it for like a few minutes. And yeah, they put it out for it. And in a rather sad twist, Meowth beats Brock, Ash beats Misty, and not so surprisingly, Ash beats Meowth with a single hit. But why do I think this is a bad idea? Because it ends up being pointless anyway, because Misty keeps it. Because, as you would have figured out, half the episode ago, the first thing that Togepi saw was Misty. And as we all know, babies grow attached to the first face they see, the mother. So, in this instance, Misty is the mother, and should keep Togepi. So, what was the point of the second half? The runtime. So yeah, pretty damn pointless. But, yeah, Togepi with Misty is sweet. So overall, the episode's okay. It's just the second half is a time waster. Enough said. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 1, Episode 51, Bulbasaur's Mysterious Garden. Yeah, a pretty solid episode. I mean, Bulbasaur is about to start evolving, but Bulbasaur doesn't want to. He wants to stay a Bulbasaur. So, and it's about to evolve during the evolving season for the Bulbasaurs and the Ivysaurs. The Mysterious Garden, as they call it. And when Bulbasaur gets kidnapped, of course Ash, Brock, and Misty go after him to save him. In a rather pretty well done moment, they tried to talk to Ivysaur to let Bulbasaur go, and yeah, well, Ash is excited. Maybe he should ask if that's what he should ask Bulbasaur if that's what he wants. Should he evolve or not? And yeah, they do this lesson again later on in the series, but this one is pretty solid, and I generally like that. And of course, this is the first time, yes, the first time in the series, if you haven't noticed, that a Pokemon learns a new move. And yeah, took 51 episodes to get there, but it's a cool moment for Bulbasaur to learn Solar Beam. It shows that you don't have to evolve to become strong. You become strong on your own. And I liked that. It's a pretty solid episode. Bulbasaur is cool as always, and the garden scenes are beautiful to look at. It's absolutely sweet. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 1, Episode 52, The Case of the K9 Caper. And if you've seen the Growler throughout this entire episode, you can get the visual pun. K9? I'll give you a second to get that pun. And I can see why they gave it to that poor metal dog in Doctor Who. K9, haha. Yeah, this episode's okay. But I'll give it this, it does teach a good lesson about acceptance. Ash wants to teach Pikachu the ways of becoming stronger in the police force. But Pikachu doesn't want to do it. But I'll give them this, it does teach that good lesson, and I like that Ash learns it at the end. And given Pikachu's strong badassery throughout the rest of the series, this was a smart decision. But the rest is just... They come across a conflict, Team Rocket interferes, they get blasted off, the conflict is resolved. Blah 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 blah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and speaking of that, Jigglypuff shows up, and yeah, as I said previously, Jigglypuff either comes in for comedy relief, or to be a poor excuse of Deus Ex Machina, and this is another Deus Ex Machina. It's pretty forced, and I don't like it. I'm sorry. I love Jigglypuff. That thing is damn adorable, but it constantly interrupting the plot it's getting a little old. And this will not be the last time we'll be seeing this cute little thing. So yeah, overall, the episode's okay. The stuff with the acceptance message is pretty solid, but the rest of it is just meh. And that's the end of the video, folks. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like and comment and subscribe, and I hope to get more videos out like this. And tomorrow, I'll be looking at Pokemon Season 1, Episodes 53 to 57. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.